Welcome to RECAPVERSE, the home of thrilling movie recaps. Hit subscribe and like to never miss the next one. We see Charlie Heller, a brilliant but introverted cryptographer for the CIA. He isn't a man of action, not a field agent, not a soldier. He's a thinker, someone who lives in codes, puzzles, and algorithms. Charlie is in his workshop, a barn that doubles as his private retreat. Inside sits a small Cessna airplane he's been restoring for years. His wife, Sarah, enters. She's warm, playful, and deeply supportive. Their love feels steady, like a quiet partnership built on trust. Sarah teases him gently about always hiding away in the barn. She then shares news. She's heading to London for a business trip. She wants Charlie to come with her, but he declines. His work at the CIA keeps him tied down. The choice seems small in the moment, but it will become the decision that changes his life forever. Charlie reports to CIA headquarters. His world is one of screens, coded messages, and data streams. He isn't a spy in the field. He's a man who unlocks secrets hidden in encrypted transmissions. Here, Charlie's day takes a strange turn when he receives an encrypted file from a source known only as Inquiline. The alias has appeared before, someone passing classified information through back channels. Today's drop is different. It's layered in complex code that challenges even Charlie. Inside a secure CIA enclave, Charlie works alone, running advanced decryption. The screen flickers as lines of code collapse into legible text. What he finds chills him. The files reveal something horrifying. The CIA has been disguising targeted drone strikes as terrorist suicide bombings. Innocent civilians, even children, have been killed, buried under headlines blaming foreign extremists. Charlie realizes he isn't just holding classified data. He's holding evidence of crimes, proof of blood on his own agency's hands. While Charlie wrestles with this truth, tragedy strikes overseas. On television monitors at CIA HQ, breaking news erupts from London. Armed men storm a business office, taking civilians hostage. The situation escalates rapidly, chaotic, violent, and terrifying. Among the hostages is Sarah. Charlie freezes in disbelief as live feeds capture her face in the crowd. He races through the halls, demanding updates, begging for direct communication. Director Samantha O'Brien, cool and calculated, tries to calm him. But Charlie's world is shattering in real time, murdered in cold blood by the terrorists. Charlie receives her final gift back at home, the puzzle cube she gave him. He clutches it with trembling hands. The pieces don't fit together anymore. His life, once quiet and predictable, has been torn apart. Grief hardens into fury. Charlie studies the attackers, using every surveillance image and intelligence scrap he can access. He identifies 4 names: Mishka Blazik, Elish, Gretchen Frank, and Horst Schiller, the man who personally pulled the trigger and ended Sarah's life. Charlie believes these 4 must pay, but when he demands the CIA take action, he's met with silence. Deputy Director Moore and his cold partner Horowitz dismiss his pleas. They tell him this is not his fight. Field operations are not his world. But late at night, Charlie makes a dangerous choice. He arranges a private meeting with Deputy Director Moore. His tone is no longer meek or hesitant. It's controlled, sharp, and threatening. Charlie reveals he has backed up the Inquiline files. He claims to have set up a dead man switch. If anything happens to him, the truth will be exposed to the press, to Congress, to the world. Moore knows what this means. If Charlie's bluff is real, the CIA's darkest secrets could come crashing down. Reluctantly, Moore grants Charlie's request, access to field training under supervision. Charlie has forced the agency's hand. Charlie is sent to the farm, the CIA's legendary training ground for field operatives. Here, analysts are broken down and rebuilt into weapons. But Charlie is no natural soldier. His instructor, Colonel Robert Henderson, known simply as Hendo, is everything Charlie is not. Strong, disciplined, merciless. Henderson doesn't want him there. He sees Charlie as fragile, a man playing spy games with no place in the field. Training is brutal. Charlie struggles with firearms, physical conditioning, and combat drills. He misses targets, falls behind, gets mocked by other recruits. But in one area, he surprises everyone: explosives. His mind, trained in precision and patterns, allows him to construct bombs with frightening efficiency. Henderson watches closely, realizing this man's brain may be as dangerous as any weapon. In one particularly raw moment, Henderson slaps Charlie hard across the face during a drill, trying to jolt him into focus. Charlie doesn't strike back, but something changes in his eyes. Beneath the grief, beneath the pain, he's starting to transform. At the farm, Charlie continues his grueling training. Colonel Henderson rides him harder than anyone else. Every mistake is met with humiliation. Every failure is amplified, hunting down the killers. 1. Gretchen Frank, death by accident. Charlie tracks Gretchen to a medical clinic in Paris, where she undergoes treatment in a hypobaric allergy chamber. Using his technical skills, he tampers with the controls, flooding the chamber with pollen. Inside, Gretchen gasps for breath, her body convulsing from the reaction. In blind panic, she smashes the chamber open and stumbles out into the street, desperate to escape. But fate catches up with her. As she bursts through the clinic doors, she's hit by a speeding vehicle. The impact is brutal and final. Charlie doesn't even have to pull the trigger. Her end comes from her own panic. Escape to Istanbul, Inquiligne revealed, bruised and hunted by Henderson, who's been dispatched to kill him. Charlie detonates a bomb in a Marseille bar's washroom to escape. Charlie's only hope, Inquiligne. She arranges to meet him in Istanbul. This is the emotional crux. In Istanbul, Charlie finally meets Inquiligne and discovers she's not a man but Davies, the widow of an ex-KGB operative, and now his anonymous source. She lives quietly but fiercely, surrounded by quaint alert chickens clucking an alarm when danger nears. Here, in the heart of Istanbul, Charlie finds a moment of human connection, a subtle tenderness he thought lost, as he sees the grief mirrored in Davies. Their partnership becomes deeply resonant as she aids him with intel and shelter. From her home, they trace Mishka Blazik's movements to Madrid. This marks the shift from personal pain to focused mission execution. Cinematic note: the Istanbul scenes were filmed near the Russian docks, standing in for Primorsk, blurring global lines between East and West and heightening the covert stakes. The misty city, the historic skyline, a perfect setting for espionage's moral gray zone. 2. Mishka Blazik, death by the glass pool. The second terrorist, Mishka Blazik, hides at a lavish indoor pool facility built high above the city. The pool has a glass-bottom floor, suspended 16 stories up. Charlie sets his trap. He destabilizes the structure beneath Mishka while he swims. Suddenly, the glass floor cracks, sending Mishka plunging into the depths. His screams are cut short as he falls to his death. Charlie has now taken his second life. The house is attacked. Armed men storm the property, forcing Charlie and Davies to run for their lives. Davies grabs Charlie, and they dash out to a waiting car. The tires screech as she drives hard for the narrow streets. Gunfire follows them, pounding against the vehicle. Then tragedy strikes. Davies is hit. A bullet tears in her side. Charlie, heartbroken and furious, keeps driving, knowing he's about to lose another person who mattered to him. Davies collapses beside him, and the mission becomes heavier than ever. No longer just revenge, but a promise to honor her sacrifice. 3. Elish, the explosion. Elish, the third terrorist, is more cautious. A trained soldier, he's constantly armed and alert. Charlie knows a direct fight will be suicide, so he builds a homemade explosive device. He plants the IED where Elish least expects it. When the device detonates, the blast consumes Elish instantly. The man who once specialized in killing others dies without ever seeing his enemy's face. 4. Horst Schiller, the mastermind. The last man, Horst Schiller, is different. He isn't just another killer. He's the mastermind, the one who personally murdered Sarah. Charlie finally corners him during his escape on a speedboat. But instead of pulling the trigger, Charlie does something smarter. Using his hacking expertise, he hijacks the boat's navigation system and redirects it into Finnish territorial waters. The authorities swarm in. Interpol and the Finnish Navy intercept the boat, and Horst is captured alive. This way, Schiller doesn't just die. He faces justice in the hands of international law. But Charlie's mission doesn't end there. Through his investigation, he uncovers a shocking truth. Deputy CIA Director Alex Moore had secretly orchestrated and covered up parts of the terrorist operation. Moore is arrested, his career and reputation destroyed. Charlie's personal revenge exposes corruption at the highest levels of the CIA. With all 4 terrorists eliminated and Moore taken down, Charlie has completed his mission. He's no longer the quiet analyst he once was. He's a man who crossed the line between code and blood. But vengeance comes with a cost. Though Sarah's killers are gone, Charlie is left hollow, carrying the weight of every life he took. The film closes on a somber note. Charlie has justice, but he has lost himself in the process. That's it for today's recap on RECAPVERSE. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more exciting movie breakdown.